I know you have heard the term my best life, or you may have used it yourself to describe something or to express something about yourself or about someone. Full life, other terms as the satisfied life, the fulfilled life. I have too. I've heard it several times been said. But what does it really mean? Is there a rounded definition that we can give for what a best life or a full life mean? Is there like a general definition that can go across all backgrounds and every aspect of life and give us one understanding of what it means? And if there is this good life or the best life for everyone? If you're wondering this or you're thinking in this direction, welcome to my open diary. Welcome to the Best Life Now. My name is Muad Asadeh, and I am on a journey to discover what does this best life mean. Because I understand that as long as I live, it is never too late for me to want to know what it is and to even seek to live this best life. I am also hopeful that by making this journey of mine open, you will in some way find encouragement, you will in some way find the reason to pursue this best life, because that is what we all are alive for. We each want to live this wonderful life, this glorious, this whatever life it is that is called the best life. So, what is the meaning of the best life? Is there an underground definition, or is there an overboard or whatever term we can use to define what the best life means? I ask this because whenever we approach an issue, it is important that we first try to define it, that we are clear about what it is that we're talking about. And I am on this quest trying to know what it is that I'm actually searching for myself. And so I'm pausing at this moment to say, what is this best life? Because if we even try to define something, there are a lot of things that come. I would call them our worldviews. They in a lot of ways determine what we call the best life. Take for instance, should we define the best life from the perspective of age, or the good life, or a full life, or a fulfilled life? Should age determine the definition of what the best life is? If a baby is born today, and an older person has lived a full life to 100, can the best life be used to determine who has the best life? Is the best life to be defined by the material things that I have? Is that what I should use to define the best life? Or should it be defined by experiences that we have in life? That I'm able to travel here, that I'm able to do the things that I want. Should that be the yardstick for defining what the best life really means? When we bring the concept, when we bring the idea of religion into this, it actually changes the entire perspective of what the best life really means, or how we can define it. Because most religions, it is hard to talk about all religions. I know that, because there are several religions that are out there, several faiths, several philosophies. And like I had promised, I'm going to go through this channel trying to explain, or from this perspective, to see what it really means, because I'm on a quest. I'm trying to find out for myself. But most of the religions, the most popular ones, tend to have a metaphysical aspect to it, to them. They tend to have an aspect that is not just limited to what you have seen or touched or experienced. There's an afterlife idea to it, or to them. So, again, what should determine the definition of a fulfilled life? Is it too late for me to live this fulfilled life? It seemed to me as though it's not. I don't want to believe it's too late because I'm still alive and I'm searching for it. And I hope that I will find it and I will know that I have lived this best life. But I do not want to leave it to chances. And now that I'm trying to define what it means, it's a bit even more complicated than I thought it's going to be. So, is it possible to define what this best life is? I would really love to know what it means. And what do I need to put together to define this best life? Again, circling back to the points that I've mentioned that kind of we put as screens as we define what this best life is. I mean, age, material, experience, religion, and whatever thing we put out there that defines what the best life is. If we put it together, say a child was born today, and unfortunately, that child doesn't live to be a year old. Would that child be said to have lived his or her best life? Or a fulfilled, a satisfied life? Or accomplished its purpose? If I don't get to travel and do all the other experiences that people do and post on social media and say, oh, my best life, my whatnot, have I lived my best life? If I don't get to have the cars, the houses, and all the other things that people have that tend to define them as being successful, am I living my best life? Have I lived my best life? What if I bank on the religious aspect of this definition and say, oh, I have lived a moral and a righteous life? Is that what it means to live my best life? Do I need a combination of these items to make a best life, to make out what it means to live my best life? I want to travel. It's part of my dreams. I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to own some properties too. I mean, some material things. I want to look good. I want to enjoy good food. And I'm not just saying this. They are my desires. I truly love to. I want to with all my heart. I want to enjoy the good things of this life. Hey, wait a minute. Is that the best life? No, I don't think that's the best life. I don't think it defines the best life. Or is the best life or the full life or a fulfilled, a satisfied, whatever life it's called, does it encompass all of these things I'm talking about? Because we all have dreams. We all have aspirations. I like to believe that if you're watching this, you also share with me some of these desires. And we all want jobs. We all want, to be married. We all want children. We all have, not all, but we mostly, there is a search in our heart for something that is grounded, something that is definite, something that is really, that you can look at and say, oh, I have lived this good life, this best life. I do not want to get to the age where if I am privileged to know that my death is coming, then I start to regret and wish I had lived my best life. And that's why I'm on this quest. That's why I'm on this journey. I want to discover it. I want to live it. I want to be glad that I did. So can this best life really be defined? Can I know what it really means? What should I bank on? Because there are many religions out there. I have one. And I am not just trying to sit on mine and say, oh, take my opinion, or this is the opinion, or this is the only way, this is the only answer, this is the best life. Because to be honest, I'm searching too. So I want I chose to make this journey public so that I am able to find reasons, I find understanding, and see that this is why, or this is what the best life really means. And that I, in some ways, have been able to attain or have been able to experience it, even just a little bit. So, coming back to the question, can we really say we have a definition, a certain one, a definition that we can all fall back to and say, this is the best life? Is there one religion? Is it a combination of all of these factors? Or is it more? What am I missing? I want to live the best life. I want to experience the best life. And there are so many promises out there about what the best life is. Or is it possible that the best life is subjective? Is it possible that defining the best life is something that everyone has to define for themselves? Or a group of people have to come together to define what it is for them? Is the best life a myth? Is it a mystery? Is it a reality? Is it something we have to search for? Is it like a game, a puzzle where you have to put it together? Or is it simple, something that is just right there? Because the more you try to understand or get a concrete definition, not you, but the more I try to understand or get a concrete or a more definite definition of what this best life or this full life or this satisfied life means, the more I just see several answers moving in thousands of directions. And it's hard to carve out one definition of what it really means to live this best life. So, if you're watching this up to this time, what would you say is the definition of the best life, or a full life, or a satisfied life? And as you tell me that, take note of the world view or the screens through which you are looking at this best life. Can you explain to me why you are seeing the best life the way you see it? There is so much that there is in this best life. And I am starting to, just by thinking about what it means, to wonder, can I define it? I do not want to be sad that at the end of all of this search and I'm not able to find what it means to live this best life. I want to, at the end of everything, be able to say, I found it. This is what it means. And I've lived it. And when it's my time to leave this earth, as is everyone's, everybody certainly will leave, I want to be able to say, I found it, I lived it, and I'm glad I did. And I have no regrets. I have no fears. I have no, I missed out on the best life. I want to be able to do that. Yeah. That's what I'm searching for. So if you have the answer, if you have the direction, if you have the pointer, just let me know in the comment. This is just my diary. This is my journey. This is my search. And I hope that in some way, if you think this journey is worth joining and worth searching and worth going on, then leave me a comment or send me a personal message or share with someone or subscribe to be a part of the journey or however you feel, And this is just me being me. This is just me on a journey. And I hope that we all, in some ways, will find this best life and live it now, not tomorrow, but today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find the best life and live it now. Have a wonderful day.